On the 19th of October 2025, the worldwide chess sphere was plunged into profound sorrow. Daniel Naroditsky, fondly recognized by countless individuals as Daniel, died suddenly at the tender age of 29. The declaration was issued by the Charlotte Chess Center, the institution where he held the position of Grandmaster in residence. Their communication characterized his death as abrupt and stunning, rendering both peers and supporters devastated. Online platforms quickly became awash with homages. Grandmasters, analysts, and pupils he had motivated expressed their sorrow. The chess realm had lost not only an exceptional intellect, but also a gentle, ardent educator whose vocal presence and grin had emerged as a guiding light in contemporary chess. Life story, formative years, and origins. Daniel Naroditsky entered the world on November 9, 1995 in San Mateo, California, into a household that had traveled a great distance from the Soviet Union seeking fresh prospects. His sire, Vladimir, hailed from Ukraine, and his dam, Lena, originated from Azerbaijan. Collectively, they established a supportive environment rich with heritage, learning, and inquisitiveness. When he was 6 years old, Daniel's father presented him with the game of chess, a tranquil occasion that would mold his fate for all time. At the point when most youngsters were grasping multiplication, Daniel was already perfecting endgames and tactical sequences. His innate grasp of structures and reasoning rapidly attracted notice at neighborhood clubs, and soon after he was acknowledged as one of the most gifted young prospects in U.S. chess. He was a student at Crystal Springs Upland School in Hillsborough, California, where educators remembered him as quiet yet remarkably sharp. Subsequently, Daniel pursued history at Stanford University, juggling scholarly pursuits with his expanding global chess profession. Korea, forging a grandmaster. Daniel's ascent in the chess sphere was both rapid and remarkable. In 2007, at the mere age of 11, he secured the Under-12 World Chess Championship, sharing the top spot and seizing victory on tie-breaks, a preliminary indication of his excellence. By 2011, he achieved his initial Grandmaster norm at the Banus Open. 2 years subsequent, in 2013, he fulfilled all the criteria and formally attained the title of Grandmaster at 18 years old, among the youngest in the nation's history. That very year, Daniel also claimed the U.S. Junior Championship, an accomplishment that cemented his status among America's most hopeful contenders. He proceeded to represent the United States at the World Team Championship in 2015, securing wins against premier rivals like Dmitry Yakovenko. Outside of classical chess, Naroditsky's genius was most luminous in quicker time controls, namely blitz and bullet chess. He positioned regularly within the world's top 25 players in blitz, and his highest online bullet ratings, surpassing 3,550 on chess.com and 3,326 on Lichess, situated him among the foremost echelon of speed chess. In 2024, he shared first place in the World Blitz Chess Championship Swiss stage, just failing to advance to playoffs on tie-breaks. And merely months prior to his death in August 2025, he commanded the U.S. National Blitz Championship, attaining a flawless 14 out of 14 score, a final emphatic victory that displayed his unparalleled swiftness and accuracy. Authorship, analysis, and digital presence. Daniel Naroditsky's influence extended well past the chessboard. He was fundamentally a teacher, a fluent orator, writer, and analyst whose vocal tone became a mainstay for countless followers on the internet. He authored 2 widely praised books, Mastering Positional Chesses in 2010 and Mastering Complex Endgame in 2012. His profound comprehension of the sport made him an instinctive instructor. He composed the Practical Endgame column for Chess Life magazine between 2014 and 2020 and subsequently furnished a well-liked puzzle series to the New York Times. However, it was on YouTube and Twitch that Daniel discovered his most genuine viewership. His genial, unhurried instructional approach garnered him over 470,000 YouTube subscribers and upwards of 300,000 Twitch followers. He merged top-tier expertise with mild wit, converting intricate chess concepts into comprehensible lessons for everyone. Private life. Outside of competition, Daniel was regarded as modest, gentle, and considerate. He was dedicated to his pupils and peers at the Charlotte Chess Center, where he relocated in 2020 to act as Grandmaster in residence. Companions frequently portrayed him as serene yet driven, an individual who exuded subdued self-assurance instead of conceit. He cherished camaraderie, guidance, and the affection of his kin over everything else. Notwithstanding his renown, he never became disconnected from his origins. He treasured his ancestry and his parents' contributions, the base on which he constructed his extraordinary existence. Daniel had a passion for literature, history, and instruction. Individuals near to him recall late-evening dialogues regarding philosophy, culture, and the elegance of the learning process. Reason for passing: confirmation. On October 20th, 2025, the Charlotte Chess Center declared that Daniel Naroditsky had passed away suddenly the day prior on October 19th. The center's official communication characterized his death as unforeseen and profoundly startling. At the time of this account, no reason for death has been revealed to the public, and the family has asked for seclusion throughout this challenging period. Numerous authenticated sources such as Chess.com, People magazine, and Asport Spain have verified solely that his passing was abrupt and unexpected. In deference to the family's desires, no conjecture has been offered regarding the situation enveloping his death. Domestic life. Daniel Naroditsky is mourned by his parents, Vladimir and Lena Naroditsky, and by a global network of admirers, pupils, and peers who considered him kin. In their unified announcement, the family conveyed their devastation. Daniel was a skilled chess competitor, instructor, and cherished individual within the chess world. We request solitude as the family mourns. Individuals who collaborated with him, from Hikaru Nakamura to Levi Rosman, and numerous others shared heartfelt homages. Several portrayed him as not just a peer, but also a sibling, a guide, and a companion whose kindness affected every person he met. Heritage and influence. Daniel Naroditsky's heritage extends well past his accolades or awards. He reshaped the manner in which chess could be communicated, connecting the divide between top-tier play and ordinary students. Via his YouTube tutorials and Twitch broadcasts, he rendered intricate tactics feel personal, genial, and vibrant. For the youth, he was an icon, evidence that intellect, modesty, and compassion could coincide at the pinnacle of contest. Among his contemporaries, he was a cornerstone of contemporary chess culture, a sound of logic and empathy. His effect will persist in each pupil who mastered an endgame from him, each admirer who discovered delight in his broadcasts, and each ambitious competitor who observed him demonstrate that excellence can be attained with elegance. Key information. Complete name: Daniel Naroditsky. Date of birth: November 9, 1995, San Mateo, California. Date of death: October 19, 2025, Charlotte, North Carolina. Years lived: 29. Grandmaster designation achieved in 2013. Publications: Mastering Positional Chess 2010. Mastering Complex Endgame 2012. Digital following: 470,000 plus YouTube subscribers, 300,000 plus Twitch followers. Reason for passing not revealed to the public. Recognized for blitz proficiency, analysis, and instructional material. Heartfelt homage. Conclusion. As we bid farewell to Daniel Naroditsky, the chessboard seems more vacant. The recognizable vocal presence that previously led countless individuals through problems and tactics has become quiet. Yet the teachings he imparted will resonate for ages. The realm of chess grieves not solely a grandmaster, but also a guide, a narrator, and a companion. Daniel's life's path shows us that existence, akin to chess, is judged not merely by wins, but by the elegance of our gameplay. May you rest in peace, Grandmaster Daniel Naroditsky. Your maneuvers, your expressions, and your benevolence will endure eternally in the souls of those you motivated.